Now let's have a look at, in terms of literacy and education, who does better. Among the more literate, the BJP do better or the JDU? Now this again is linked to caste, but not only caste. So the RJD, JDU, less literate voters vote more for the JDU and RJD. And the more literate vote for the BJP. Look at the vote of the JDU, RJD among the non-literate, 54%. But among the less literate, among the more literate, the literate voters, what we call it, 43. So less literate or non-literate, 54. The actual literate voter, 43. So JDU vote is higher among non-literate voters by 11%. And this is based on polling booth data by Mr. Thukral's DataNet company. It's across thousands and thousands of polling booths. So it's really very solid data. Let's have a look at how the BJP, BJP fares in the same area of literacy. Literate voters vote more for the BJP. Among literate voters, their votes about 40%. Among non-literate, 30%. So the difference is 10%. Now again, this is also partly linked to caste, but even amongst a caste, a more literate person, say a more literate Yadav, is more likely to vote for the BJP. And 10% is a lot, so it's not all about caste. Now Dorab, why would literacy change your vote in such a stark manner? 10%, 11% is huge.
I think the aspirations level also change with literacy.
Right.
In a state like this. So I think, that makes you want to vote for a party that might cater to your aspirations rather than one which is more for the, povertarian parties also, because it moves slowly, is more for the status quo. While, a non-povertarian, a liberal party is more for movement upward. And I think that they are more likely to want movement upward.
Yeah, quite right. Tell me, is it also to do with the kind of campaigns that the party runs, that the campaign that the JDU, the Congress, the RJD tend to focus on the poor, and therefore it's self-fulfilling. They get more votes from them. And won't they have to change their tactics once India gets more and more literate?
Well, I think campaign is just the last part of the race. I mean, an election is a long-distance race. It takes 5 years. Campaign is just the last stretch. So I think we focus too much on it. The question also is, what kind of politics do these parties follow?
Right.
What kind of government they give you? Now, Nitish, on all accounts, has given Bihar a decent government. Bihar's got growth, roads have got better, schools have got better, more kids are going to school, etc., etc. But look at quality of life. He's given power, but look at the quality of his cities. We're sitting in Darbhanga, which is one of North Bihar's largest cities, one of Bihar's better known cities historically in the rest of India, not far from the main temple here, the university. But look at the dump this town is, but that is the way every city in Bihar is. So people who get a little bit educated, who are looking for jobs, then they...
And what we did find in all our chatting with people, that's our qualitative aspect compared to this quantitative. Everybody wanted school and education and colleges. There's that hunger for literacy and education.
Better quality life. So I would say these figures that you showed just now are really fraught for forces like JDU, RJD, because they may, even if they scrape through this time, the point is nobody can fight demographics. Right? Demographics will change.
So they'll have to change also, otherwise they'll be lost.
They will have to change very fast because, they cannot carry on with this agriculture villages. Half of it is lip service because people are moving from villages to cities anyway. And they're moving to cities like this. What's the point? And they are the ones who are getting angry. Right. And this young generation has no time for their parents' loyalty. So I think that's the biggest thing that's changing.